Hello, 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 everyone. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. You know what? I think I'm gonna get me like a little theme song or something to play before I start my videos. I'm gonna have to ask my best friend to like write me and sing me a little ditty or something. But anywho, thank you for joining me. I can't remember if I said this yet, but this is Jaylee's Corner. I am, of course, Jaylee, and this is my review for Basketball Wives Season 6, Episode 12. But as you always know, first things first, if you have not done so already, please make sure to take a moment and subscribe to my channel. It does not cost you anything. It is free. You hit the subscribe button and it just lets you know when I have boobs, it's crazy. It just lets you know when I have new content or new videos up. So please, if you have not done so, subscribe, hit the button, subscribe, hit the button, subscribe, hit the button. So let's get started on this review. The episode picks up where the last one left off. I think it hasn't been on for like 2 weeks. But the last episode was the whole fiasco with Jackie and Evelyn, and the whole Jackie calling Evelyn's daughter a builder whore, Evelyn getting pissed, walking out, Jackie then coming after her to try to have a conversation with her or apologize, Evelyn not being in the mood for that shit, and chaos ensues. So this is the tail end of the chaos where Evelyn's still pissed, Jackie's still pissed, but I feel like Jackie's acting tough. I feel like Jackie is making a scene to solidify her spot next season. Because you just too turned for no damn reason. I mean, absolutely too turned for no reason. When you could have just walked away. They told you Evelyn was not in the mood to talk to you, but you refused to walk away and you wanted to talk to her. And it was just crazy because Jackie was all like, "I'll fuck this bitch up. I'ma kill this bitch," and then this rah 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 rah. And she's acting as if Evelyn was also calm, cool, collected, was her friend, wasn't nothing wrong, and she's acting as if Evelyn just switched it up on her and got pissed off. Evelyn was pissed off with you from her party. You knew Evelyn was pissed off with you when you walked into the restaurant because, as you said, she wasn't talking to you. So for me, Jackie again is looking for a scene. Again, it's a reality show. I think for the most part, the ladies know um, what makes air and what doesn't, and they know what can solidify their spot for another season and what don't. And I think Jackie feels like because you got Tammy, you have Evelyn, you have Shawnee, you have other characters, other castmates who can carry the show, and batshit crazy Jackie is kind of getting old. But not batshit crazy Jackie is also she batshit crazy and she want to fight everybody. I think in Jackie's head, that's great TV. And in Jackie's head, that makes her the star of the show. But in my mind, it makes her look crazy and old, like an old lady who don't know how to control herself. Um, because, of course, she keeps saying, like, Evelyn keeps attacking her family. Evelyn keeps coming after her family. And I don't get where she's getting that from. When she wanted to address Evelyn, Tammy and Shawnee was both saying, "I don't think you should do that. You should walk away." But she just kept going. But anyway, Evelyn is also in the car. She's also upset. She's pissed the fuck off too. She's calling someone about. Well, I think she probably was calling production, saying change her hotel because they probably were all staying, in the same vicinity, in the same hotel or something. So I'm pretty sure Evelyn was like, "Move that bitch before I catch that bitch and crack her head." I see Evelyn more as a fighter, the hothead, the one to be over the top because she has a reputation of being that in the past. So I can see how when she's pushed to that point, how she can just snap and revert back to it because she's just that upset and she's that pissed off. Jackie, on the other hand, Jackie turns up But Jackie also loves for people to hold her back to where she's not really fighting. It's just a scene to distract whatever bullshit she's concocted and that she's trying to steer away from. So I believe Evelyn's anger over Jackie's anger. Because now you want to kill her. Now she gonna be dead. Now you gonna fuck her up. I mean, Jackie, you too old to be act like that, mama. And you know, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. So, Tammy and Shani was trying to talk to Jackie to say, you know, Evelyn was that pissed off in the first place. You thinking she wasn't. We were trying to tell you she was pissed off. We were trying. That's why she walked out. And then for Jackie to be like, well, that bitch could have walked past me, and if she had something to say to me, she could have addressed me, and we could have handled it right then. And Tammy and Shani like, no, she handled it like an adult, and she walked away from a fucked up situation. She wasn't trying to fight you. She left because she was to that point, and she left before it got to where it is now. But because you followed her outside, it got to that point. It got to where Evelyn was trying to avoid. It got there any fucking way. So Jackie keeps going on and on and on about how she's mad, about how she gonna catch the bitch, she gonna fuck the bitch up, and this and this and this and this and this. And it was getting just aggravating and tiring and boring. And Shani was like, you know what? I'ma leave. Because even for Shani, it got to be, you know what I'm saying, team too much. And she got into the car with Evelyn there leaving, and she was saying like, I just couldn't take it. It was just, you know, it was too much. And Evelyn was just saying, you know, she how she was just upset because she called her daughter build a whore. Build a whore. You know, so she was pissed off. And how she don't want to be, you know, Jackie in her presence. I get that, because once someone pushes you to the point to where you want to physically put your hands on them and you have some kind of physical altercation, you don't want, you either want to be around that person because you're still stuck in the anger, you want to fuck them up, or you have the adult mindset that you don't want to be around that person at all. A message just popped up on my thing. I'm sorry. So Evelyn was saying like, I don't want to be around her at all. I'm done, and that's the adult thing to do. There are people who I know who I don't fuck with, and in life, I don't want to be around those people because you don't want to put yourself in a situation to where something happens and you react, and then everybody going to jail. And I'm too old to go to jail. I think at 35 they don't even give you like probation no more. I'm no, not me, no ma'am, no sir. So Evelyn blocks Jackie on IG, which I find hilarious because blocking someone on IG is, you know, or blocking them on Facebook or blocking them on Twitter or blocking them on social media is like this ultimate, you know, get back. If someone, oh, she blocked me, I can't believe I blocked someone just recently, but I blocked the person because, again, I didn't want to hear their antics because their antics would just get me more riled up. Their antics would get me more pissed off, and it would make me end up being the bad guy. So I get Evelyn blocking her because I know she felt like if she sees any bullshit Jackie posts, it's gonna get her more mad, and she's gonna probably react to it. Whether it be react physically, whether it be react by responding to her on social media, and then this is blown all up out of proportion. So that's how it all started with the beginning of the episode. Nick, what am I looking at? Oh, you know, so the next thing is even them talking to. Where am I looking at? Oh, no. So the next day it shows, you know, them back at the hotel, and the women are separately all sitting around, and, you know, it was Evelyn and Shani, and I think Bonnie Jill was there. I think maybe one other person. And Evelyn was just explaining how she, of course, was calm now, but the reason she was more mad and felt bad the following day is because she felt like she reverted right back to that angry, violent person that she's worked so hard to not be anymore. And we all know Evelyn was crazy as fuck. Evelyn threw bottles at people's head. She was fighting with Tammy. She was fighting with whoever. She was running across tables, trying to catch people and fuck them up. So she has, for the most part, come a long way. And me also being a person who, you know what I'm saying, I have a temper, or I had a temper. Um, and when you go from being younger, having a temper and snapping on people, to being, you know, a little older, wiser, so you're better and you're not trying to revert to the angry person. Evelyn was upset because she felt like she went right back to trying to fight, trying to be crazy, trying to, you know, rip somebody's head off. She reverted right back to the things that she felt like embarrassed her from her past. You know, now she's engaged to her, you know, her child's father. She's been in a relationship for a while. She has a young son. She's in a different headspace. So it was cool for her to say, you know, that's why I felt so disappointed within myself, because I let her get me to that point, and to that low point. She drugged me down to her level. And she was like, but it was because of my child. She spoke on my child. And I get that. You know, I'm a firm believer in children are always, you know, off limits, point blank, period. And I keep hearing how Tammy, because even Tammy was, they were simultaneously showing scenes of Tammy meeting with Jackie and, you know, drunk fish Shania, ghetto um, stylist fish. And what made me mad about that particular scene was Tammy was trying to say, well, you know, because Evelyn first told Jackie to worry about her grandchildren, that she opened the door to Jackie then calling her daughter a builder whore. I don't agree with that per se. I think if someone is consistently worried about you and what you're doing, and it's a known fact that they are having issues within their own family, I probably would also say, I might not say go take care of your grandchildren, but I'd be like, bitch, go take care of your home. Go take care of your household. Because that would include the kids, grandkids, husbands, or whoever else. But I still don't think what Evelyn said warranted Jackie calling her daughter a builder whore. I think that's two totally different things. That's the equivalent of someone saying, I know you got a husband, so you ain't too single, bitch, versus someone saying, your husband out here sucking dick with all the gay men. It's a completely different thing. It's a completely different amount of shade to say to someone when you're saying to someone, Evelyn saying, you have issues at home, stop worrying about me, go worry about them. Then Jackie saying, I heard your daughter's a builder whore. Completely different. Because Evelyn never said anything negatively about Jackie's children. What she said to Jackie was, go worry about the relationship between you and your children. She didn't say your child is a bad parent, that they child got burned. She didn't say your other daughter just had a new baby with a guy and we know they ain't together and y'all didn't want to address that. She didn't say that. She said, go worry about your family. Point blank, period. That just means, hey, go deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about me. But to call someone's daughter a builder whore, bitch, that gets you cussed the fuck out. So, you know, for me, it's two different things. And I feel like Tammy is on some level trying to make Jackie feel okay that she retaliated in that way. And I just don't feel like it was okay. I think they both should leave kids out of it completely. Absolutely, yes. But I still think there's a difference between saying go deal with something than saying something negatively about someone's kid. Two different things. There's a new chick on the scene. Oh, and I don't get why Jackie keeps saying that Evelyn coming for her family. Evelyn did not come for your family, boo boo. You are just upset because that Evelyn donated because your daughter had that GoFundMe. That to me doesn't mean she's coming for your family, at all. But that's all about that. But yeah, the new chick. There's a new chick named Ashley who was friends with Tammy's fake ass niece Hazel. So you know they're at dinner and everything, having a conversation. And Hazel, you know, brings old girl in, and Ashley starts talking about how her and her man was bringing different women into their bedroom, and they brought this one girl into the bedroom, and you know, bedroom new fish stole her man. That's a reason to not bring another person to your bedroom. Do not invite another vagina or penis into your room, because when you do, that other person is fair game, because we already sharing him, homie. So if you bring me into your bedroom, He ours now. So I mean, she's like, yeah, now they together. So to me, that's like, damn, you were sharing him and he left you for her. Like, no, to me, that's crazy. She also started saying how she knows, ghetto stylist fish Sanaya and how Sanaya is a whore, not a builder whore. Well, she technically kind of called her a builder whore because she did say her ass was fake and that she used to be a stick figure. And now, Sanaya thick as some Snickers or some, some cold grits. So that's probably saying she got her body built by Mattel, and that she's a Barbie doll now, and that she out here whoring, and not only that, that she slept with her man. How you hoes friends with chicks who's, I don't know. I don't hang out. I don't know what anyone who was ever slept with or took a guy I dated. Like, we ain't cool like that. Like, that's just crazy. But yeah, she's telling this to Shani, Bonnie Jill, and Tammy. Not Tammy. No, just Evelyn. I'm sorry. Evelyn, Shani, and Bonnie Jill, and Hazel, and the girl Ashley's all at dinner. But she's still saying how, Sanaya's a whore. Basically, bottom line. And Hazel then says, well, I'm going to bring Angel to Sanaya's party. Bitch, what? Now that's petty. Now that's some petty shit. When you know that they not cool at all. They're not cool. So when you say, I'm going to bring her to the party, y'all looking for some drama. And I'm always looking for drama because it entertains me on the television. So, they're having a good time and everything, and that's fine. Um, Bonnie Jill is a gossiping person. She take bones back and forth because is immediately when she was with Jackie and Tammy and they're at this little ice bar or whatever, she's telling them exactly, we met a new girl, her name is Ashley, and she said that Sanaya's a whore and that Sanaya slept with her man. I mean, just running it down. And what to me was funny is Jackie was soaking it up. But she was oh so mad at Bonnie Jill from running back and telling Zanaya what you said about her. So that's my thing. People, y'all hoes just be gossiping like it's crazy. But anywho, they get to this party. First of all, I'm laughing because Jackie was oh so happy to pull up on this goddamn bike and carriage. I mean, she was riding through the city looking oh so proud, like she was just an African princess and she was being brought in on a horse and carriage. Bitch, you in New York at nighttime on a bike and carriage. I mean, I don't think it's that, serious. And when you pull it up, wasn't nobody outside to even see you get out the damn carriage. So I'm like, why are you so happy? But, she gets to the party. All the ladies are basically there. And they are having a conversation to where Jackie is now telling Sanaya that the girl Ashley, brought her up and that she's coming. Now, Sanaya said, my family and friends are throwing me this party as a going away because I'm moving away from New York. I guess that's her way of saying she's moving to LA. And only my family and closest friends are invited to this party. She then, when she's being told that Ashley is being brought to the party by Hazel, she's saying, I didn't invite Ashley. And Hazel isn't even my friend. And then, bitch, why did you invite her to the party? And that's what be the kicker to me. You can't be saying, this party is for the exclusive people, but you invite anybody. And when you invite anybody, they bring anybody. That's just what happens. So, but she was clearly agitated at the mention of the Ashley girl. So we know there's a whole bunch of tension, which also means that Ashley was probably being messy when she suggested that she was going to bring Ashley. But you are on Basketball Wives, and the only reason any of these heifers is on there is for a little bit of drama. So when Ashley and Hazel get there, Zanaya looks instantly pissed. The ladies are saying hello, hello, hey, I'm Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Hey, I'm Hazel. Hey, Hazel. Having a whole little nice meet and greet. And the whole time Zanaya is sipping on her drink and she looking like she's just utterly disturbed. She then, who invited you? To Ashley. And Ashley's like, I came with Hazel. She then says to Hazel, Why did you bring her? I didn't invite her. I don't know her. This is a private event for only family and friends, and you wasn't invited. Bitch, she was invited because she's there. She knew the address. She was invited. You invited her. You just didn't know she was gonna bring Ashley, who I'm guessing who man you fucked. So it literally went from 0 to 100 so fucking quick. From the moment that she said that, Hazel, y'all can leave, and Hazel like, why I gotta leave? We all here. I'm not leaving yet. And from that moment, you just saw Sanaya swing on Hazel. She hit Hazel, and then her and the girls are all fighting. And you see Tammy getting upset because, again, Hazel's her fake niece, so she's mad. You see Shani like, oh my God, what's going on? And everyone's like, why would you react like that? That you reacted violently, and then she reacted that way as if it was cool. So while she's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and when I come back, I want them gone. And what the gag was that when you came back, bitch, everybody was gone. Shani, Evelyn wasn't there, but Shani, Tammy, all Bonnie Jill, Hazel, and they all left because there's one thing that you have to remember. As adults, you can't be the new ghetto fish consistently be in trouble. And everyone was saying, I'm wiping my hands of Sanaya or Zania, whatever her damn name is, ghetto stylist fish, because she's messy and she's a fighter. You can't want to fight at every turn. You can't want to always be arguing with someone. And I think the fact that she jumped bad and actually hit someone and actually got physical, being a new cast member, I think they're like, that's not where we want to be. With Evelyn and Jackie's altercation, it kind of was a build up to it, and you kind of already know that Evelyn and Jackie is kind of crazy, but also they're seasoned veterans. You knew you barely is a B character. You like a C character where Jackie got you on her hip, so she's carrying you around. You can't even stand up on your own 2 feet, boo boo, in the series. So for you to be, bucking at people, you bucking at new people, and it was just pointless. And I'm like, why can't y'all have a fucking conversation? And she will always be ghetto stylist fish. That's just her name. So that's kind of how the episode ended with them leaving. Everyone being over it. Hazel saying, that bitch 39 years old with no kids. She need to get a life up here fighting, which I agree because at a certain age, fighting is just petty. Fighting is stupid. The only time I think a person of any age should fight is if you are defending yourself. But you can't be out here fighting people just because you don't like them. That's just fucking stupid. That's crazy. You had no reason to want to fight her. Because the thing is, she didn't even say anything to you to get you so riled up to fight. At least when Evelyn jumped at Jackie, she did it because Jackie called her daughter build a whore, and there was a build up of tension. And there might have been a build up of tension between you and the girl that no one was aware of. But what it looks like on the outside looking in is you reacting on some bullshit. If you fuck that lady, man, and it was a whole bunch of mess behind it, and now you mad that she on the show and y'all both on the show, you have to deal with that in a different way because fighting ain't gonna get you airtime. Because if you see when anyone fights, they cut it up. They cut up the footage. You don't see anything whole. You see maybe someone lunge. You might see someone swing, but you don't see what really happens. And my thing is, don't jump bad at somebody when they're surrounded by security. And I felt like she waited till there was a whole bunch of people around to do something stupid. And I was just like, next, like I just don't like ghetto stylist fish. I wish she was a little less ghetto stylist fish, and it's a little bit, a little ghetto, a little stylish, a little snazzy, a little petty. For me, she's just like ghetto stylist fish, and I don't like it. So that was basically the whole episode. Oh, Tammy's daughter is trying to get a record deal, and she's in New York. And I am all for children going for their dream, especially if you're trying to do something in music. My goddaughter can sing her ass off, Miss Cece. She can sing her ass off, like her mama can, Miss Carla. So I'm all for children going off to California, New York, or wherever and following their dream. But I kept laughing because when they played the track that she was, I guess, going to try to be her single, I noticed that it was my hair is falling down. It was like a remix or they use the track from Tweet's song, Oops Oh My, and that's a classic. I love that song. And I'm like, I guess I need to hear the whole version to hear if I like it, because I really don't like when people take a classic track and try to make it new and it's shitty. So I'm wishing the girl much, much luck. It was cute, cool seeing Tammy emotional because, the people liked her daughter's song. They kept saying the people was from a label, and they wouldn't say a label. And I kept thinking, is the label called a label? Like, is it supposed to be Atlantic, and that's why they won't say the words? But I'm like, why can't y'all say the record label? But I'm like, maybe that's a secret until the deal is actually done. So, hopefully her daughter, um, you know, dreams come true, that she gets signed, that she becomes a big star. So that is the end of my review. The next episode looks interesting for the simple fact that they're bringing back Jennifer Williams, one of my favorites. So they're showing that supposedly her and Evelyn will have a conversation, and I'm hoping that after all these years have passed, they're able to get back to a positive, peaceful place. I think if the show gets some of the original characters back and they're all in a different mindset, they're all a little bit more grown, a little less petty bullshit, the Basketball Wives franchise can go on for like 4 or 5 more seasons. But it's enough of the petty bullshit. So, fingers crossed. So, that is my review. Until next time, thank you for tuning in. And if you have not done so, hit the subscribe button. Peace.